Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Compact Everyday Carry and Gadgets, and today we're going to be talking about, is carrying a 22 caliber handgun capable for everyday carry? We're going to kind of go through the pros and cons, because there is pros and cons either side of the fence depending where you kind of stand at. For the most part, I think there is a lot of pros that might outweigh the cons. So let's just run through that real quick and kind of put us through some scenarios as to why a 22 LR caliber pistol is better than none, of course, but also sufficient for everyday carry. Now, why would people consider a 22 caliber firearm for everyday carry? I think definitely if you're maybe someone with weaker hands, or maybe someone who is new to carrying, might feel more comfortable with something that they could handle a little better, something they feel they could manage and control a little better, then definitely a 22 caliber firearm is going to feel way easier in the hand to control, way easier to manage and manipulate the firearm. So as far as like getting on target and getting follow shots, that'll definitely get you there way faster and sooner and more accurate as well. Also, another big reason is the round itself is very affordable. So the fact that it is very affordable, you will be able to be out in the range more often, more consistent with your training, and just get to know the round a little better, know how it works, how it functions, know how it feels, which is the most important part. Right here, you can see I got the M&P 22 Compact with a Phoenix weapon light on it, which is the GL06. And this combo so far has worked really nicely. I have been able to go out to the range a few times and try it out. And this firearm, I've mentioned it in the past, where it has been reliable for being a 22 caliber round. But yeah, what is another benefit aside from the fact that you could purchase the ammo for way cheaper, take you out to the range, and also just being able to control it more? Now, another cool thing about 22 round caliber handgun is that now there is a bunch of options out in the market. So you could go out and find a bunch of different firearms, a lot of different brands. A lot of brands will kind of do a 22 round version of a higher caliber firearm. You see that with Glocks. You see that, for example, right here with the Smith & Wesson. This resembles a lot their M&P lines. So you could get familiar with that, and before you graduate to a 9mm or a 380 caliber firearm, you might want to start here and gradually work yourself up, and you'll already kind of be familiar with the functions of the firearm, the buttons, and all of that. So that is also a big plus. Now, what are the cons? The cons for me, the main cons for me, would be, of course, the obvious is a 22 round caliber, you will say, is not as powerful. It doesn't have the stopping power that a bigger round will have, like a 9mm, which is most likely what is more common and mostly recommended for everyday carry. Finding ammo that's accurate, finding ammo that's reliable, that has been one of the big issues when I first started shooting 22 round calibers. It was finding the right brand, the right ammo to work with the right firearm. So for example, with this, I found the right ammo that's been consistent, and I haven't had any misfires or any malfunctions since, because I stayed consistent with that brand and that round. It is a little dirtier round. You do got to clean out the firearm more consistently. So that is something also to kind of be aware of. But like I said, the most important thing to me is the fact that you could go out to the range and be more consistent with your firearm and get to know it even better, feel more comfortable around it. So definitely, I think beginners should definitely start off with a 22 round caliber firearm. Like I said, it'll get them more to the range. It'll make them feel a little more comfortable. They won't get intimidated by the power of a stronger caliber, because that's, especially if you're a first time shooter, that is one of the first things that you will notice is the power of the round when you shoot it for the first time, and the way that it snaps your hand back, the way that it feels, you could just tell is power that you cannot play with. So a way to kind of ease into that, I think a 22 round caliber firearm would be perfect. So I would say 22 round caliber is also very, very cool for training. The fact that it's more affordable, you go out and train, and you're not really breaking the bank, and the fact that you can manage and control it more, and you also have a little wiggle room and space for error. With a bigger round caliber, you want zero errors. Not saying you want any errors or mistakes with this, of course, while training, but it won't be such a big, of course, depending if what kind of mistake it is, but you know what I mean. It's just way easier to control, and you just will feel way more comfortable, more peace of mind training a brand new person brand new to the game that wants to go out to the range, it'll be way easier to and more peace of mind for the trainer and the person learning to shoot with a 22 round caliber firearm. So definitely I would recommend it. Now for everyday carry, I've always been big on the whole fact that it's better you have something than nothing. So if this is all you could afford, if this is what you feel comfortable with, then definitely go for a 22 round caliber firearm. One, there's people that don't carry at all. So if you're gonna either not carry at all or just carry a 22 round caliber firearm, then definitely I'd rather carry the 22 caliber, sorry. So that's kind of a no-brainer. Now stopping power, that's always a big debate. You could debate, okay, a bigger round, you're gonna have to make sure you could control that firearm to stay on target, keep you focused and keep you on target. In the case of an emergency, it might be a little more difficult with a heavier round. Now with a 22 caliber firearm, you could stay on target more consistently. You could probably shoot off more rapidly and not lose control of the firearm. So there's some give and takes there, of course, obviously. The fact also a 22 caliber firearm sometimes has higher capacity just because the round is tinier. Although with today's technology, things are getting crazy. You're able to squeeze in so much rounds into magazines now that is kind of closing the gap between a bigger round or a smaller round. But yeah, I want to know what you guys think. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Would you guys everyday carry a 22 caliber firearm for everyday carry, or for just your everyday all around firearm? Or is it just to go have fun? For those of you guys who hunt smaller game, is that what these are intended for? Or can they be for self-defense and everyday carry? Or you would definitely not even bother carrying this on the hip? Let me know down in the comments. Make sure you share the video, like, comment, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And yeah, I definitely appreciate it. Hype me up, guys. Hype me up. Help this video get up there. But that's it for now, guys. God bless and take care. Let me know down in the comments. Like I said, I learned a lot from you guys, from the comments, from the suggestions. So all of that helps the channel and helps me out as well. So make sure you don't forget to leave that comment down below. But that's it for now, guys. God bless.